level of person will be able to radiate peace outside. All to take giant steps towards peace and keep away from negative actions. Playing and listening to this program will surely modify the energy in the environment to enhance peace. As you listen, please understand the meaning of each mantra and send out prayers of deep peace in accordance to the meaning. Always wish and pray for peace of others first. Peace for you. May peace and love be our constant companions with each and every breath.
This has been confirmed by both people that are independent and knocking it out. Everything else, whatever an F-35 has been in combat roles or simulated. You may want to take them out with some.
स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवा स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्ताभिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु शान्ति 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 Namaste Manisha Makashchin Nakavanari Makashchin Nakavanari Nurjana Sanjano Moya Sancharan Shanti Apnuya Shanto Chitavandendro
Thousands of times more advanced. I'm sorry, about that area more advanced than Iran. That's the thing that I'm talking about. The F-35 never went against
That's the only advantage. It's bigger, it's stronger, it's faster, it's more ordnance capable. Weapon systems on its coastlines. It would be a hard hit for China. Plus, they have to get through. Like I think people think Taiwan is like literally right next door. That it would. Taiwan and China to go in there, and China's not about to take a fight on with India, Japan. They're not looking at that.
Goal. Well, that's the thing. The small town folk, they have they touch the connection to the city. People born there, people that breathe there, swim there. That's a different type.
I mean, they're losers because I'm the one, lighting my weed with a burning chopstick, whatever the fuck that's about. Yeah.
The burning
car brands, even in the United States. It's extremely like a market-friendly place. People are interested in many different things. I thought that they are gonna be more interested in Chinese stuff, but I was completely wrong. That people have diverse of interests. Some are very interested in American stuff. Some are into
centuries and are truly known to bring inner peace, leading to peace in the external aspects of creation. As each universe attains its absolute state of peace and tranquility, true peace will spread and be dominant. Aspects that disrupt peace are individual and group actions that are of the contrary nature.
Well, I just want to encourage everybody to take the deepest breath of the day. Some people are addicted to listening to spam. Some people are addicted to saying spam. And they use Adderall, which is a methamphetamine. And they're hyperverbal. Some people are retarded and fat. They don't read books. Something productive. Create something intelligent. Hello?
State? Yeah, until Fred Flintstone, aka Pritzker, was.
Have you gone outside yet today, John?
Are you talking with me or him?
Today, how about this week?
No, the weirdo next to you. John.
But we will hold him against you.
Thank you. I'm grateful.
I hear. What?
Yeah, so is Attila the Hun.
Misunderstood.
I just want I gotta let all the liberal progressive Democrats know that the war in Iran, we are currently blockading, and Pete Hegseth is on X saying, if you leak our secrets.
Hold on. Is this the same room from earlier? Or y'all open a new one? Same room. And sometimes it's refreshing to let John do his stuff. Oh yeah, no, he could go ahead. I just have to get some.
Yeah, like a cat playing with a mouse.
And Matt William, I have to listen to him.
The thing is, in the LGBTQIA, not many people know this about the plus, which acknowledges all other identities and orientations not covered by the specific letters of LGBTQIA. Plus. Please hold and wait until I finish, and then you can comment. So I asked AI, what is the conference in Winnipeg? It describes people in some Native American and First Nations cultures who historically the LGBTQIA plus as a cultural example of gender variance, though many indigenous voices prefer specific tribal traditions over this pan-indigenous label. And the A in LGBTQIA+ stands for asexual or aromantic. People who experience little to no sexual attraction are asexual, or romantic attraction is aromantic. And the I is intersex. QIA plus lecture.
What was above with a pigeon fit in? What letter or what number or special symbol was that? I can all say plus plus.
I'm just saying that when we go to defend the island outside of China, do you think the Taiwanese are going to say, "Oh, quick, help us! We know about your LGBTQIA plus philosophy"? Do you think the Ukrainians, as they're getting overrun by the Russians, do you think they're going to say, "Quick, send the LGBTQIA plus to help defend the homeland"? Do you think as America loses the battle in Iran, do you think we should say, "We need to send more LGBTQIA plus to go to the battlefront. We need a regime change with LGBTQIA plus philosophy"? Because that's what a lot of these Congress people can't stop talking about. That's what senators and mayors, they can't stop talking about LGBTQIA plus. And we closed out the books on complete.
We thank you, and we thank you for coming here.
Does it involve the use of psychedelics?
Thank you, Book. What John just declared himself the Moses of Clubhouse. Will you lead us from our bondage?
Yeah. Who is the promised land?
Who are his disciples, Joe? Who are they, I wonder?
Who's the golden
suspicious. And the family worded it. They said that he had a very short illness or disease, two different words used, and then he died. As if they knew when he came back he had some sort of issue going on, and now they're saying it was an aorta kind of thing, and that what they meant was he had long-term heart disease, but the wording that they used was very in hindsight.
It didn't put it that way. It put it like a cardiac arrest of any sort. It was
and if you had a cardiac arrest, why would you not just say that?
Yeah, why short illness? A cardiac arrest is not a short illness. What's going on around here?
Yeah, but I don't think it.
Is Lindsey Graham a fat person? I mean, I don't even know. Do we consider him a fat?
Your heart out of your chest, Lindsey Graham.
What's up, Yo Hero? What's up, Matt? Beaver?
Oh, he was a king. Long time no talk.
The king is here.
Sorry to hear that.
You know, all these things these days.
I'm doing good. I see some backdoor encounter that just failed, and which I think needs to be answered. He said someone Baltimore who was coming up today. They've changed the story, saying they got calls of he's not feeling well, and they made it seem like the lady. Now, could have been Lindsay himself, but we don't know. So. Will eventually say who the caller is, because that's part of the investigation.
Well, where does the sister live?
The sister, I think, lives in DC suburbs, my understanding. So it is possible it's the sister, but again, we'll find out for sure. But again, the staff. So what's interesting is if you read the whole thing, it actually says, today's report says that he called the staff. He spoke to President Trump around 6:30. Sanctions done, right? And then suddenly, the next thing you know. Driving from Maryland. Was it a staffer? Was it the same staffer that he called? They're not sharing that information, which seems very odd, because you would think they would share that info, right, Joe? Right? It would seem just interesting. Oh, the staffer verified, and that's it. You're done. You end all those theories and stuff. Go on, Joe.
I believe the conspiracies will get around the world faster than the truth. I mean, if it's a lady that is not in the public eye, they're not going to release it.
But if it's a staffer, they have to. If it's a staffer, because that's part of Congress. Private meeting to agree for Russia.
Is it me or Dad breaking up?
Can you hear me now? Is that better or no?
Yeah, you're good. Go for it. You gotta get rid of that Obama phone.
Osama. Well, I upgraded to the Osama one from Obama to Osama. So I got that one. So anyway, yeah. So what I've been saying is that it's I mean it's just this whole thing is just crazy. I wanted to divert the topic for a second, Joe, and I wanted to do something that happened in front of mine. What happened on a green card, right? And then now she's been citizenship, and they're all there to get their citizenship. And I'm like, how do you allow people into this country through an interpreter, and they're using a clause about disability in immigration law, saying that, if someone meets the requirements, you can't prejudge them based on a disability. And that's the law, and so the president has to enforce the law as written. And so they're claiming it's a disability that they don't speak English. What the fuck is wrong with this place? Why are we letting people in? Under similar circumstances.
Well, then congressional information. What a fucking hypocrite.
Notice how you didn't get a single laugh.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
So, it's kind of weird that we have our country would allow this, Joe. I mean, it's just really bizarre.
Why do we allow LGBTQIA plus every June? I mean, why do we allow 200 debt? Why do we allow 15 trillion in state debt? Why do we allow all of the shootings and murders in every major city every
You could be saying, "Oh man, you're a piece of shit," and then the person's
chess player. I don't think he would ever win. I would play chess against him, and I'm not like I'm good at chess, but I'm not like, you know, top tier. I would beat him at chess any day. And
You don't know how to play chess? When you play chess, do you do pawn passe?
Sorry?
Would-
Brooke, were you talking?
Yes. Do you know how to do pawn passe?
Play chess. What are you talking?
The pawn passe?
What is that?
Oh, then you don't know how to play chess.
What? Sorry. Can you describe what you're referring to? Maybe it's
Doesn't horizontally take out the pawn. It is called pawn passe, and you can take the other pawn. It is a rule of chess. So you are not familiar with the.
Pass pawn in English.
yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. I know what you're referring to. We're there now. I didn't know what book was. Maybe as your
Sorry,
second
Just.
language, it's
I didn't know. Are you that girl from the Situation Room at the White House? Dude, please tell us a story about what. Believe her. I believe.
talking about me.
No,
I've seen that very personally with people that I know who are Hispanic immigrants or Indian immigrants, and they think that they me or my family. Read what they're doing. Your skin tone not so white.
He's kicking out the Cubans, and the Cubans and the Vietnamese are the only two. In my opinion.
Look, I think it's really your assessment. I would have to agree with you. She's just the placeholder, but you had said this is to fulfill Lindsey Graham's wishes, but isn't it really just to fulfill Trump's wishes?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Obviously, yeah, for the Save America Act. See, the problem is that, see, what Zoom is pushing for, and I can tell you as a Thune wants Nikki Haley in the interim seat. Okay? Thune is salivating, saying that Bert Brain will be there and under his desk the whole time or whatever, right? He's really, really excited about it. And McMaster doesn't get along with her because she didn't endorse him. Trump endorsed him. And so when he became governor. So they don't get along. Comment, it was like, oh shit. And so Trump's like, I don't want either.
Hey, Perry, it's John. I'm calling you back. Now I'm sending you a voice note.
He asked, I guess, he had posted a YouTube video of
Text me the videos, I can, delete them, but I don't keep track of where and what I post, etc. So if he wants to text me links that he wants removed, he can text me. He can even call me if he wants. It's totally up to him.
Okay, yeah, I think he sent them to me. Let me check. Maybe I'll send them to you, and then this is order. But I'll tell him to take down everything he said about Johnny. Remember?
I don't even want him to take down anything about me. I like the publicity. Thank you, Pat, for being. I didn't even have to pay the guy to do the publicity. He did great work.
Oh yeah, I mean, I actually remember.
She gave him all the publicity.
Yeah, so you say I think I saw you're running for mayor now, or what's
I mean, yeah, I'm running, but will I get the signatures? No fucking way. I mean, I would need $50,000 to pull that off,
Yeah, because it's 12,500 is the minimum, so you got to come in with at least 25,000.
Yeah, I can't pull that off, but I can still run and then do a write-in candidacy. So that's what my strategy is.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll good luck with that.
Yeah, I don't have. By the way, I don't have anything against Pat. Like, I don't even know why he. I feel bad for him that he was even involved with a woman. I don't know anything about her, but like,
And on and on and on. Both you move on, and they still keep coming back together. I don't know what's their, what's the story there, but But maybe they're back together again. I don't
They
know.
probably like the drama, but whatever. I mean, yeah, I'm not trying to make this guy's life miserable by having a video of him up on YouTube. I could care less.
Right, yeah. I mean, him too. I told him, like, I was talking. I mean, he's actually, when I watched that podcast he did, I was on his radio show once, and he's actually, I think, he's got kind of a talent for being able to, like, talk for an hour, and not even that, just like talk solo for an hour. But I told him, like, you gotta stop going after people no one knows about, like John Kitover or Max Rice or whatever. Like, even if you're the best speaker in the world, if you're like Rush Limbaugh or something, if he's talking about people that people that doesn't register with people, no one's gonna listen. I told him, like, if you want to go on the attack Brandon Johnson, attack J.B. Pritzker, because that way, the Republican listeners, they're going to say, yeah, fuck J.B. Pritzker, fuck Brandon Johnson, they're maybe with you. But if you go after, like, John Kitover, they're going to say, like, well, most people, I mean, no disrespect, but they don't know who you are yet. So, they're going to say, like, what, like, well, why, and also, like, attacking other Republicans. It's like, that's not, I told him that's, like, not really what the appetite's for right now. There's not, Republicans don't want to hear you attacking other Republicans.
Rocio, they have this beef with Terry, and he's on Terry's show, and then he attacks people that have compromising materials of him abusing somebody. So physics in your life. Expect the opposite and equal reaction.
Equal and opposite reaction.
Yeah.
So, it makes sense. And, well, that's what I told him. I said, hey, next time you do a podcast or do a radio show, just, don't attack people who are going to come back at you like that. Go after, talk about what the Aldermen are doing in the city council or the Democrats in Springfield, or, just, that way. And that's how you build an audience, because people want to tune in and say, yeah, fuck Democrats, fuck the Democrats. I mean, they don't want to hear, this, what was he talking about, Joseph Reno? Joseph Reno tried to I'll text you those links, I guess, and I'll tell him, just say, I'll tell him, hey, I text you the links, you took them down, or whatever, because you got, like, a few pages, or what?
I have no idea. I mean, wherever I sprayed and prayed.
Okay. Yeah, whatever works. So I'll text him to you.
I mean, I don't know if he got my Instagram shut down, but my Instagram got shut down. Multiple Instagrams got shut down. So if you're calling me now asking me to remove things, and all my Instagrams have already been shut down, what am I living rent free in this guy's head? Like, who the fuck am I? I mean, does he want to create some publicity pieces for my mayoral run, or does he just want me to delete shit and let bygones be bygones? And do I get linked? Let's not stroke this fucking greaseball's ego any more than it even needs to be stroked.
Yeah, because I mean, he called me because he called me before. I'm making a petition for him to run for police district council. So that's okay. But then he like, over the weekend, he called and said, "Oh, there's these videos on me," and I'm like, I mean, okay, I guess I can talk to to John and.
But it's not even just me. It's like multiple people have posted his video. I mean, he's all over Facebook. He's everywhere. Like, if I delete my 3 little videos wherever they're at, if you even have the links, I mean, that still doesn't really get the clearance that he's looking for. If he wants to maybe issue a public apology, put a video out, and then send that somebody types in Patrick Gibbons. That's what he's worried about.
Sounds like it. So I said, well, I mean, he asked me to give you a call, so I said, all right, I got John's number. I'll give him a call. So I just said,
you did it. You're doing what a friend does. I understand.
Yes. So yeah, I actually got to send him his petition too, because the circulation starts in 2 weeks from tomorrow, the 28th. So if you do want to get the signatures, that's when you start.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only going to personally get probably like a couple hundred and then call it quits.
Yeah, people sometimes file, they file just to file, even though the board will sometimes, they'll just reject it. Not with it doesn't even, even if you took the number of pages, $445, $450. I was calling them and say, hey, you got these recap sheets, because they were supposed to drop them off to him. And they at $455, he told them I just got to file what I got, because we're not. It's not gonna. If once it's 5 o'clock, you can't file it anymore. And so all it had at that point was besides the recap sheets, it was just some allegations against circulators like pattern or fraud and something. And I told them I'm going to file a motion to dismiss because you didn't properly plead the pattern of fraud allegations. And he said, I got to talk to my client. I think we might just withdraw it. And then I told him, hey, if you withdraw it, give me 24 hours so I can make sure this guy pays me first. And then he did pay me. And then the next day he filed a withdrawal. So this guy is actually. So there's going to be 3 candidates for U.S. Senate: Julie Stratton, the Democrat. I filed some complaint against Joe's committee for reporting something, and we actually won that case. We won it at the hearing officer, so we just got to be there for the full board to ratify that. So that's tomorrow. But yeah, I just texted you the 2 links. So he said delete them, and I'll ask him what he wants to do about. I mean, do you want him to keep stuff up, or do you want him to delete it for about you? I don't even remember what he.
Google his name, it's going to show up in the video section. So I will delete it because you called me because of you, but not because of him, but because of you.
Well, thank you for that. I'll let him know, and I'll tell him to put something positive up about you.
Okay, great.
Okay.
All right, good luck tomorrow. Thanks a lot for the call. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks.
Now, I'm not saying like we can't do this for obviously the military, blah blah blah. I'm saying for the mass populace, there should be no excuse going a month into it, like fucking insane.
Wait, if you turned in your homework on the deadline day. Well, when do the final report card grades come out?
And then that leads to another problem. Like,
I would assume, Matt, based on this logic, that as long as the homework grades are completed by the time the report card grades are due, then that's the only thing that would really matter, right?
Learning's not really homework. It's more.
Hold on. I know it's not actually homework.
It's really the final grade. So your final grade for your report card on time, but one of the teachers doesn't.
The shrinking constituency, and increasingly we find the non-interventionist types like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who says she's not MAGA, she's America First. But Trump, seems to be vacillating on his non-interventionist campaign promises and credentials. At the same time, but by the way, that prescription, the libertarian economic philosophy, we cut your taxes, we deregulate it. so he was talking about some of the bipartisan things that he and Lindsey Graham worked on. Klobuchar, I said similar things, and of course he had this, relationship with many Democrats.